Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Celtics hosting the Knicks, game number 1 of the semifinals. And the Celtics are 8.5-point home favorites. The over-under is at 212.5. The Knicks are plus 300 on the money line, and the Celtics are minus 380. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to game number 1 on Monday, and probably depending upon what happens tonight and what happens tomorrow will depend upon how much money people bet on this game. I think the Cavs and Pacers game is probably going to be the more telling sign of where the money is going to go. Now, over their last 10 meetings, the Celtics are 8-2 against the Knicks in their last 10. The Celtics have beaten the Knicks the last 4 times that they've played them. The road team is 6-4. The favorite is 8-2 on the money line. The favorite is 6-3-1 against the spread. The over is 6-4, and the over at 212.5 is 8-2. They've played each other 4 times this season, and the Celtics have won all 4 games. 132-109 in Boston, 131-104 in New York at Madison Square Garden, 118-105 in Boston. And the closest game they've played all year was the last game they played in April. The Celtics won 119-117 in overtime. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think Brunson played in this game, so I don't think basically this was backups versus backups, which is why the game was as close as what it was, at least in my opinion. And I've been saying this all season as a fan of the Knicks. I don't think that they are the contenders that everyone thinks they are, because when they play the big boys like they're going to play now, they've been getting embarrassed. Case in point, 23-point loss, 27-point loss, 13-point loss, and the only game that was close, neither team's starters played. As far as the lineups are concerned for the game, it's probably going to be the usual suspects for both teams. The Celtics lineup has been more inconsistent as of late than the Knicks lineup has been. Lineups are supposed to be for the Knicks: Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, and Towns. And then for the Celtics, Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis. And Holiday is listed as questionable. Now, like I said, I still think that the Knicks are consistently inconsistent, and the Knicks were struggling heavily with the Pistons, who was a team up until this season. I understand that the Pistons are up and coming, that they probably should have beaten. But the Pistons played the Knicks incredibly well, and I firmly believe that had the Pistons had the better record than the Knicks, because of how well the road team was doing when those two teams played each other, the Knicks would have gotten eliminated. The Knicks have scored 123, 94, 118, 94, 103, and 116. So not really like a pinnacle of offense. In the games that they've played so far in the playoffs, there was a total of 235, 194, 234, then 187 points, then 209 and 229. For the Celtics, they lost 1 game against the Magic. I call it a mulligan. There was a total of 189, 209, then 188, 205, and then 209 points. The last handful of games, the Magic didn't score 100 points. Only 1 game in that series did the Magic score 100 points against the Celtics, which is wild, because to come to think that they actually won a game, and yeah, they didn't. The game that they scored 100 points was not the game that they won. I'm going to take the Celtics on the money line. I'm taking the Celtics laying the points, and I'm going to go over. I think that this series is going to be very, very bad and very, very humbling for a lot of Knicks fans, because they'll have this inflated ego about how good the Knicks are going to be. I'm trying to be a realist here. I'm a fan. I hate Boston. I hate the Celtics, but I think they're the better team. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.